Hello everyone and welcome back to my playthrough of Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. Last time we finished up all our missions on Kashyyyk. We had done so last time. There was a couple of side missions that we had left to do. Wookiee killing another Wookiee and, you know, there being strict laws. They were going to execute him, blah, 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 blah. We got him off. He's fine. It was justified because of the context, right? So we made our way over to Manaan. It's a planet mainly inhabited by the Selkath, which are, I want to say, like a fish race. They're not really a fish race. They live underwater normally, but yeah. The planet is also inhabited by Sith and the Republic, living very unharmoniously together. Manaan is kind of a neutral zone, because they're the ones that produce KOTOR, which is for healing purposes. And they don't want to sway one side or the other. They're like, we're going to sell to both, and you guys can, you know, fight your wars or whatever. So the Selkath are Switzerland, for all intents and purposes. But, kind of behind the scenes, the Sith and the Republic are going at each other pretty hard. We got stopped by someone asking to see Jolee Bindo, who, you know, we put in our party, and she said her husband is being framed for a murder. And we got caught up in a whole murder mystery, talking to the Selkath judges, getting their take on what happened. So, I believe we're investigating, and yeah, we got to go from there. So, Session 15. So we talked to Alora, we talked to everyone there in that little pub, I guess. I believe we saw everything on this side. So, there was a western side, because this is the east side, right? No, this is the west, so we need to go to the eastern side.
Jolee, may I have a moment? There's something I wish to speak to you about.
Yep, I figured it was only a matter of time until we had the whole come back to the order discussion. Well, I guess there's no avoiding it now, so let's get it over with.
I know you have issues with the Order, but you are a Jedi, Jolee. You command the Force. Without the guidance of the Council, how can you avoid falling to the dark side?
Well, I've managed to avoid it the last 20 years or so. Besides, light side, dark side, they don't mean the same to me as they do to you. I don't see in absolutes.
I have something to say about that, but we'll wait till after the conversation. Malak and Sith are evil. Surely you can understand that, Jolee.
I want to stop Malak as much as anyone. But I don't have to join the Order to do it. Look at Karth or Canderous. They're with us in this quest, but they aren't Jedi. The capacity for good or evil, like the Force itself, is in all living creatures. And belonging to the Jedi Order, or the Sith, or any group, won't change what you are at your core.
I see you are quite adamant. No doubt you've had ample time to think on this during your long seclusion. I guess it was foolish of me to think I could sway your position so easily.
Yeah, I'm old and stubborn. But I appreciate the effort. But from now on, you can just think of me as any other non-Jedi in our little group, with a lightsaber and Force powers.
So, if we actually look at Jolee Bindo, you'll see he's very neutral. I mean, he's a little bit closer to the light side, it seems. Closer to the light side than the dark, anyway. Even Bastila, like, we are much more Paragon than Bastila is, which to me doesn't really make sense, but whatever. It's no mistake that Jolee Bindo is like they made him a gray Jedi. There are actually quite a few people that still don't know that Mace Windu from the Star Wars prequel movies, the guy who Sam Jackson plays, he's also technically a gray Jedi, but he is in the Order. You know what I mean? Like in the Jedi Order. And you can tell that he's a gray Jedi from quite a number of things. First off, the lightsaber color he uses is not your regular, you know, blue, green, or yellow. It's purple. It's exclusive to him. And it's something that Sam Jackson wanted to do anyway. He wanted a purple colored lightsaber. But purple is, what is purple? It's a mix of blue and red, right? I believe. I'm pretty sure it is. So that on its own kind of tells you that Mace Windu is not pure, you know, light side. Second, his fighting style, I believe it's called Ataru, if I'm not mistaken. It may not be Ataru. I think it's something else. It doesn't matter. The name doesn't matter. His fighting style is much more aggressive than what the normal Jedi use. They use different stances. Because he uses a lot of power moves. Like his swings and everything are very powerful compared to how the other Jedi fight. And it's on purpose. The aggressive fight style allows him to tap into his emotions a little bit more. I don't want to say rage, but he lets himself get emotional in order to strike harder, much like the Sith do. Third, he can use some Sith powers like lightning, Force lightning. He has used Force lightning in the past. Now, as far as I know, he has never actually been a Sith. He's always been Jedi. But he's kind of veered more towards the gray side of the dark or light scale. And Jolie's right. Just because you're light or dark doesn't necessarily mean one thing or another. I mean, it does, but just because you're a gray Jedi does not mean that you don't abhor evil, you know? Not to get too deep into it or anything, this game is based on D&D as well, right? D&D has alignments. You know, there's like the 9 graph. There's like a what is it? Not order. Lawful, neutral, and chaotic, and then there's good, neutral, and evil. So, for those of you that don't know, it's a D&D staple. I mean, a lot of RPGs use it, but anyways. I just wanted to touch on the fact that Jolee, he's not a pure Jedi. He's just a Force wielder. He's not even really a Jedi. He's a Force wielder that uses a lightsaber. Anyways, moving on.
What?
I mean, what? What? I'm going the right way, right? Yes. This place is so beautiful. These guys are just talking to each other. Cool. East Central Courtyard. Let's see what's on this side. Oh. That's some kind of altercation.
Republic's days are numbered. It won't be long until Malak turns his armada loose on Coruscant itself.
Save your empty threats, Sith scum. Malak isn't stupid enough to attack the core worlds, now with the entire Republic fleet waiting for him.
You're a fool. When the Sith descend on Coruscant, our numbers will block out the sun itself. The galactic senators will collapse trembling in fear and beg for mercy at Malak's feet.
You underestimate the Republic's resolve. We'll die before we surrender Coruscant.
That can be arranged. Remember what happened to Taris. Malak could do the same to the core worlds.
He wouldn't dare.
Now it is you who underestimate our resolve.
That ended pretty amicably. Not much going on that side. Ooh, we got a Rodian. Who lost? Oh, this is the guy that we were given a data pad to talk to. Who's this guy? Shady Rodian. Okay. They gotta be working together. A human? There are Selkath everywhere, but you chose to speak with me. Am I so different? You think I have answers yet the others do not? That's a rather strange greeting. These are strange times. The Sith and Republic battle to control the galaxy, but their war destroys what they both seek to possess. The war sows fear and confusion. People are lost. They want guidance, direction. They have questions, and they want answers. That is why I'm here. I, too, seek answers. Answers to what? The Republic, the Sith, the war, everything. Nothing. Answers are always hardest to find when the questions are unclear. Yet that does not stop us from searching. Who are you? A name? There is power in names, and yet in the end, a name alone means nothing less than nothing. I'm Hulas, a traveler from the world of Duro. And what is your name, human? Well, Senivek gave me a message to see you. Senivek? This name means nothing to me. Are you certain this person told you and your companions to come and see me? That is very strange. Obviously, there must be some mistake. Or maybe this is a joke? I doubt anyone named Senivek told you to bring your companions and come speak with me. He gave me this datapad, and it mentions the Genoharden. Genoharden? That word means nothing to me. If you want to speak like a fool, you should at least have the sense not to do it in front of others. I believe we should end this discussion before you embarrass yourself further in front of your friends. Okay. So we're gonna go talk to this guy. Why do you bother me, human? I do not wish to speak to you. Why are you standing here in a corner? I'm here for my own reasons. Those who know of me and wish to do business, know I can be found here. You will either do business with me or leave. Business? I trade and sell Pazak cards for those who have interest. If you have interest, then we can do business. Otherwise, leave. I will leave. Good. So... Genoharden, here we go. If you leave the rest of your party back in the Ebon Hawk, of course. Alright, see you guys. Like, when he said to speak to this guy alone, I really had to be alone. You return. Was our business so unfinished when last we spoke? What is it you want? Senivek gave me a message to see you. Sendi did not think you would come. But I knew better. It is good that you have come, alone. For if you ever come with others, I will not speak to you of these things. I am Hulas of the Genoharden, a secret society of bounty hunters. For 1,000 generations we have existed, but always hidden beneath an impenetrable veil. I've never heard of you. Few ever have. We are shadow, darkness, and night. We are less than a whisper or a thought. We have managed to keep our existence a secret far longer than most could ever imagine. If you are ever foolish enough to tell anyone about this meeting, or the Genoharden's existence, they will not believe you. They will probably think you were paranoid or mentally unstable. Not even those closest to you can know we have approached you. If you ever speak to me around any of your companions, I will not discuss the Genoharden. Do you understand? I understand. I believe you speak the truth. But remember this, if you ever betray us, this opportunity will be lost forever. Few among the galaxy have ever heard of the Genoharden. They never see us, never know we are there. They do not even know we exist. If you do not follow our rules, we will vanish, and you will be like all the others. You will never see us again. We will be nothing but a figment of your imagination. Okay, I get it, bro. I get it. But if you swear to keep the secrets of our order, you will learn a forbidden society known only to a handful throughout the galaxy. I mean, they're bounty hunters, so I guess they're good guys? Because I don't want to kill, because I don't want evil dark side points. I will preserve the secrecy of your order. Excellent, Aaron. We have high hopes for you within the guild. If you prove yourself worthy, listen closely, and I will give you a first glimpse into our secret world. We Genoharden are an ancient guild of elite bounty hunters. For thousands of years, we have been at work throughout the galaxy, eliminating our targets in near total secrecy. How does anybody hire you if nobody knows you exist? In the highest corners of power, corridors of power, a handful of people know we exist, and how to contact us. Of course, these people are smart enough to keep this knowledge a carefully guarded secret. And on very rare occasions, when we are seeking new clients, one of our guild masters will approach a powerful political figure and offer our services when the time is ripe. So you're nothing but common assassins. The Jedi Harridan are far from common. Even Kalonor hadn't proven himself worthy of joining our guild, though he was getting close. Until he met you, that is. By killing Kalonor, you have shown you have great potential. The Jedi Harridan could use someone like you, if you're willing. And your work for us could be of great aid to the Republic. How will killing innocent people help the Republic? Innocent people? Our victims are far from innocent, and the Jedi Harridan will only accept a contract if the target's death suits our greater goals. Goals that often match those of the Republic. The Jedi Harridan have a vested interest in preserving the Republic. It is a perfect cover for our work. We operate behind the scenes, manipulating events through subtle machinations. Do you think the Republic has persisted for 15,000 years by mere accident? If not for our influence, distasteful as our methods may be to some, the Republic would have collapsed long ago. We understand the bureaucracy of the Republic. We have learned how to alter the course of political events under the existing regime. We have no wish to see the Republic fall. This is a little hard to believe. That is one of the reasons our existence has remained secret for so long. Nobody wants to believe in a secret society manipulating and controlling events on a grand scale. Rumors and hints of our existence are dismissed as paranoid fantasies. But we do exist, Aaron, and we have come to ask you to join us. And why would I want to join you? As I said earlier, your efforts here will help the Republic, and by aiding us you will earn the right to join an exclusive organization with the power to alter the very course of galactic history. And of course, there's the simplest reason of all. The Jedi Harridan reward their agents very, very well. Okay, what do I have to do to join? As you can imagine, joining the Jedi Harridan is not a simple process. To begin, we will need proof of your loyalty and your competence. When you feel you are ready, I will give you a task, a target who must be eliminated. Of course, you'll have to come alone whenever you wish to discuss Jedi Harridan business. Alright, I'm ready to prove myself worthy. Killing Kalonor was an impressive display of your skills, but there is more to the Jedi Harridan than mere killing. Excuse me. To preserve the secrecy of our order, our agents must be discreet. You must be able to find and eliminate a target without drawing undue attention. You can never mention your assignments to others, not even your closest allies. Also, you cannot ask people for information about your target. You must complete your mission using only the information I will provide. And what if I tell someone about us? Oh no, I don't need to say that. I know what happens. They'll disappear. I understand. Who's my target? We will begin with something simple. Your first mission is to eliminate either of two targets. A Grand Slaver named Zulan Centaur, or Rhodian anti-Republic terrorist named Lorgal. Okay, tell me about Zulan Centaur. Zulan was a common intergalactic slaver who tried to kidnap the daughter of a Coruscant senator. He failed, and the girl was recovered, but Zulan himself escaped. He'll probably try another similar kidnapping soon. If he succeeds, he might ransom his victim in exchange for dangerous political secrets that could threaten the Republic itself. The Jedi Harridan want to eliminate him before this happens. Our latest information places Zulan on Dantooine. He often sells illicit goods to the wealthy settlers of that world. His land speeder was spotted near one of the settlers' estates on Dantooine. Zulan rarely strays far from his speeder in case he needs to make a quick escape. You should look for him there. Okay, tell me about Lorgal. Lorgal is a radical who wants to destroy the Republic through terrorist acts. He's responsible for over 24 bombings, leaving hundreds of civilians dead. He was recently captured and is being held prisoner in the Republic base here on Manan, awaiting transport to Coruscant for trial, and a chance to publicly voice his radical beliefs. We do not want to give him that chance. You must find a way to kill him before he leaves for Coruscant, but you must be subtle. It must look like an accident or an unexplainable death. The Republic would be glad to get rid of Lorgal, so they won't investigate his death closely. As long as he isn't struck down by a weapon in his cell, the Jedi Harridan will be satisfied. Is there anything else? Remember, tell no one about this. If there are others with you when you confront Zulan or Lorgal, make it seem as if you're acting on behalf of the Republic, not the Jedi Harridan. That is all for now. Return to me when either Lorgal or Zulan is dead, and I will reward you. If you wish to complete both missions, feel free. You will be suitably rewarded for each. You know what? I just might do both. I just might. So it's best if I don't have people with me. Oh, let me bring these people back. Why'd you send us to the ship? I just had you to be alone to collect my thoughts, you know. The East Courtyard. Oh, it's another... Oh, that... Was I not in the Eastern Courtyard? I guess I was just in the middle? I don't know. We'll go back afterwards. Oh.
Hey, this street is for Sith only. You gotta pay a 20 credit toll to walk down this street.
This is a public street.
Hiding behind the Selkout laws. Typical Republic cowardice.
Bullying people out of 20 credits. Typical Sith behavior. Asshole. Swoop fan.
Hooked at Jax is insane. He just smashes through everything to the finish. I guess we should expect that from a Gamorrean.
Wait, Swoop? They got Swoop here? I didn't see any Swoop bikes in Kashyyyk. Well, I guess there wouldn't be.
I have no desire to speak to you. I know you have links to the Republic.
Well, rude. Interesting that she knows who we are. Whatever. Do not care. Where is this? Beep, beep, boop, beep. Swoop registration. Ooh. We can play more. Yeah. We can do more Swoop. We can win more money. Greetings, human. Have you come here to watch the Swoop races? I find they are an excellent way to relieve stress. And in my business, I need all the stress relief I can get. What is your business, anyway? My name is Vec. I work for Ithoric Goldar, a merchant who deals in very rare and expensive art. He serves as a go-between for buyers and sellers throughout the galaxy. I serve as Ithorac's security advisor, a highly demanding job. The fact that Ithorac seems to delight in insulting and berating me makes it even more difficult. You're wearing a Sith uniform. Are you with the Sith? To be honest, no, not really. I just wear this uniform to gain respect. People are less likely to give me trouble if they think I might be with the Sith. Don't you think the Sith might take an exception to that? Well, maybe, I guess. But the Sith here on Manan aren't about to do anything to get them in trouble. Not if it means getting sanctions against their culto shipments. As long as I don't actually say I'm with the Sith, they don't seem to mind. So I use this outfit to give me the psychological edge I need. Being Ithorac's security advisor isn't easy. Yeah. I mean, it doesn't seem that hard to me. You can't even begin to imagine how hard it is dealing with the galaxy's cultural elite. They're like spoiled children, throwing tantrums whenever they don't get their way. And Ithorac is the worst of them all. You idiot, Vec. How could you be so stupid, Vec? He thinks my job is easy, but I'd like to see where he'd be without me. I'm sorry for the outburst. I come here to relax, but just talking about work is making me tense. So allow me to wish you a civil good day so I can get back to watching the racers. I mean, can I not? No, never mind. Whatever, doesn't matter. Swoop fan. These are all Swoop fans. Novice Swoop racer.
Well, I'm just starting out. Hopefully when the circuit is back up, fans like you will start to know my name when I race.
Yeah, hopefully. Xena, warrior princess. What do you want? If you aren't a racer, you're nobody. Just leave me alone. Okay, alright. Slamoth. Greetings to you, off-worlder. Are you here as a spectator, or will you be entering the Swoop field as a contender? I'm interested in racing. I'm sure you are. We welcome all racers, regardless of professional status. We're trying to maintain a full field of competitors. Of course, with the destruction in Terrace, we're in a bit of a rebuilding phase. Our sector champion was one of the casualties there. Well, I won the season opener on Terrace. I hesitate to believe that. Sith interference disrupted any holofeed that might have verified your story. We only know that all on Terrace were lost. You're welcome to prove your skill here, regardless of experience. The course is open to any that have the means to participate. 100 credits must be paid for each officially timed attempt you make. This amount will be due before each race. I want to talk about the rewards. Races on the Manon course are organized in the Galactic Standard 3-round system. Each round pays differently. Okay, tell me what the rounds are. Here on Manon, round 1 is the domain of hobbyists and amateurs. I mean no disrespect by that. They just can't afford the faster swoops yet. Round 2 is populated by the beginner touring racers. They have decided to invest in the sport and are attempting to make it pay. Round 3 is usually only attainable by seasoned professionals. There have been exceptions, but only rarely. What does each round pay? Round 1 pays 500 credits, round 2 pays 2,000, and round 3 is 5,000 credits. These are relatively standard values for the sport. Each round is paid out only once per tournament. Leader then shows dominance on all 3 is named sector champions. Okay, describe the current crop of racers. Sparse. Terrace took a great many good racers with it when it was destroyed, including our sector champion, Sakul Ondondanax. Currently, our biggest attractions are Cassandra Mateo and Hook the Dax. They are the only touring professionals present for this tournament. But even with such auspicious competition, Queedle is the racer getting the biggest responses. He's a local favorite and very talented. Okay, let's get back to my other questions. I'm not ready to race. Very well, I'll tell our organizers to have the course ready for your return. So let's save first. We are session 15. Alright, let's race. Very well, but before we place your swoop in the starting position, I must collect a 100 credit fee. Lowering the fee would encourage new racers. I would tend to agree. We already have a number of races that are struggling. I will drop the fee to 50 credits. Yeah, baby. I can pay the 50 credits. Very good, Offworlder. Now we must determine what time you'll be trying to beat. Let's have a look at the standings. Queedle is a local favorite, but this won't be much of a race. His swoop simply isn't professional quality. The time to beat is 23 seconds, 82 milliseconds. Manon Swoop Racing fans, we have a race about to commence. Show your respect as a newcomer challenges Queedle for round 1 placing. Alright. Well, I need to remember how to do this. Oh, yeah. Can't tell if they're booing or cheering. That was unfortunate. Your performance just now was not of very high quality. You will need to improve. Give me the basics on how to race. Course is laid out in buoys across the ocean surface of Manon. You race against them against time set by others and no other swoops on the track. Your bike calculates a standard 5 gears to shift through. As your speed increases, watch indicators on the lower left to know when to shift. Shift at the wrong time and your swoop will accelerate poorly or slow down. Shift correctly and you'll optimize your performance. You can steer over swoop boosters placed upon the route. These will increase your speed substantially for a short time. Okay, let's try that again. See, this is why we save. The save scum. Oh yeah, baby! That took a few tries, I'll be honest. What a show off. Winners of the first round are paid 500 credits. It's enough to cover your expenses, but you'll have to keep racing to really make it pay. We'll record this for future reference, and wish you well in your attempt to reach Sector Champion. I'll be back later. And I will save. Alright, let's try the second one. I'll pay. Cassandra Mateo is your opponent for the round. Her time is 20 through 25. Alright, so I gotta do 22. Yeah! First try. Yeah, I had to kind of get back in the rhythm of the swoop racing. Second round win is worth 2,000 credits to you. Many races bow out when they reach this level, but I have a feeling you won't. Next round of races will determine Sector Champion. You have to be flawless to achieve that. Okay, I'll be back. 2,000 credits, baby! Alright, I'm ready to race. Before you do, your next race will be against the leading time set by racer Huxtajax. He's very insistent that you speak with him first. Please try not to anger the Gamorrean. He could prove troublesome, and we don't want the scandal of having to jail professional soup racers. Where is he? You'll be the Racer's Lounge, the room just to the east. Alright. A Gamorrean of all people. Oh, Cassandra.
What do you want? I don't waste time with fans. So if this is about an autoprint, forget it. You can buy one when I get more made up. Wait a minute. You're no fan. You're the racer that killed my time. Why should I talk to you?
Sounds like you need a lesson. I just want to ask a few questions.
Well, get it over with.
I want to ask you about racing.
Of course you do. Everyone wants time with the fabulous Cassandra Matil. There just isn't enough of me to go around.
Can you tell me about the other racers?
Huxtajax is the only other professional here besides me. He got where he is by making sure everyone knows he's the toughest racer out there. I don't know any of the other racers. I guess there's Queedle, the local favorite. He won't amount to much.
How long have you been at this? Oh, what makes you say that?
You need money to compete. Maybe he's got some skills, but he just doesn't have the best bike. It's that simple.
How long have you been at this?
2 years. But that's more than enough time to know the secrets behind this sport. It's all about the image you portray.
What do you mean by that?
Hukta is the thug. People like him because he's mean. I'm the pretty one, the one that people want to take home. Even if we don't win, we're easy to remember. That keeps the fans coming back. So race organizers want us at their tracks. Local racers don't bring in off-world crowds. They need us. At least they would if there was still a functioning circuit. Yes, hurry it up.
Alright, I think that's it.
Don't hurry back.
Panel Soup Records panel. Alright. Let's see what this guy has to say. Yeah, you come talk to me. I got something to say to you, little racer. Huxtajax doesn't like how fast you go. I told you once already, and I want you to remember, you don't win the Sector Champion spot. If you do, there'll be trouble. I will race, and I will win. then you and Hook the Jax are gonna have problems. I promise you that. You was warned, fair and square. Okay. Fair and square indeed. What's up, Queedle? Hello there. I wanted to thank you for showing me I could get out of the swoop circuit. I just don't have what it takes. You beat my time easy, and you're not even a pro. To be fair, it was not easy. It took a few tries. I'm taking the hint and leaving before I lose all my credits in the sport. I really wanted to make a go of it, but I guess you can't always do what you want. Well, you can. Nice racing. Good luck on your career. Why don't you keep trying? It's too late for that. Maybe if I could have one last good run. Maybe if I could have upgraded my swoop. It doesn't matter. Thanks anyway, but I'll be leaving now. Back to the processing job, I guess. This was fun while it lasted. Goodbye. Alright. Save again. Alright, ready to race. $22.50. Alright, so I gotta do 21. Oh, I think I just got it. Yes, I did. 22.50 was the time to be in. I got 22.42. Sector champion, baby! Greetings, Sector champion. You have proven quite a spectacular racer, despite the near-lawless taunting of Huck the Jax. You have won a great deal of money. The payment for becoming Sector Champion is 5,000 credits. This will be the last amount offered for now. When we begin a new round of races, we'll make certain you are notified. Alright. Let's see what Hukda here has to say. Let's save just in case. He actually turns out to be pretty tough. Hukda says you weren't a big enemy. You should have lost when you were told to lose. Now something's got to be done. Not here, because Cellcath cameras are watching. I's too smart for that. I get you when you least expect. You just wait. Okay, alright, fair enough. Vec, you gotta say anything? Congratulations on winning the Manon Championship. I do enjoy watching your races, human. It makes a nice break from the hectic world I must deal with every day in my business. Okay. I mean, didn't really amount to anything. But that is fine. That's very fine. This is fine. I came from there. Alright, so we need to go this way. See what's on this side. A door. A corridor. Yortal's Emporium. Ah, a little shop.
Any armor plating for my swoop bike?
Yes, I have a fine piece right here. A little dented, but still serviceable. And a real bargain at that price.
I thought this garbage was free. You actually sell this junk? You fish are a strange breed.
He's not a fish. Get out of my store. I'm sick of you Sith and your stupid jokes. I got real customers to worry about. I don't need you coming in here and making fun of my inventory every day.
Don't worry, junk man. When I want garbage, I'll be back.
I mean, he said fish, but he's more of a slug than a fish. Are you here to mock me as a Sith? Or do you actually want to buy something? I'm not here to make fun of you. I'm Aaron. Yeah. Please forgive me. I had no cause to be rude to you. The Sith make much trouble for me and my business has been slow. But that is no excuse for my tone. I apologize. Please, let us start off on the right foot. Welcome to the used goods store of Yortal Ixlis. If there's anything I can do, if there's anything I can help you with, all you need to do is ask. I'd like to look in your inventory. Of course, human. My stock is all second-hand, and some of it has minor damage. But with the repairs I've done to them, my items are as good as new, for a fraction of the price. Oh, I thought this was for the Swoop bikes for some reason. So the heavy ones, defense bonus, yeah. And we got 14,500. I'll get the computer spikes. I might as well buy the advanced, because why not? Advanced targeting computer. Weapon focus blaster pistol and blaster rifle. Security tool interface. I mean, again, I'm not really using the droids. The droid, sorry. T3M4. Just because, again, I can't heal them properly, like normally. I have to use a repair kit to heal them. Which will definitely be a money sinker. Like 25. Using 4 of those is 100. And I know I have, like, a lot of money now, but still. Okay. And let's see what was down this way, because it looked like there's a bunch of Sith. Or war droids, at least. Oh, is this their office? Sith diplomat.
I know you. You're the arbiter in the murder trial. Elasa was a friend of mine. If there's any justice in the galaxy, they'll feed Sunray to the Phyrexians. Shouldn't you be preparing for the trial? What are you doing here?
I want to ask you some questions.
You can ask, but I doubt you'll get many answers you'll like.
Do you know about the Sunray case?
I know he'd already be tried, convicted, and executed if the Selkath knew anything about justice. But the fish people are as weak as the Republic when it comes to such matters. Is there anything else?
Why is the Republic hiring so many mercenaries?
Who knows? Some scheming plot, no doubt. Hopefully the Selkath uncover it and ban the Republic from the planet. Is there anything else?
Why have the Sith taken such an interest in the Selkath youth?
I haven't the faintest clue as to what you're talking about. Is there anything else?
Alright, I'll be going now.
Go. Stay. Doesn't matter to me. If you want to, you can even wander up to the embassy gates. But don't expect to get inside.
And watch me open the door. Alright, fair enough. So, yeah. Is that it for this side? Certainly looks like it. So I guess we'll head back. There was that area that we missed that time. The south end. Just want to make sure, yeah. Or north end, rather. A door. Another door. Let's try this one first. Visitors Hotel. I mean, aren't all hotels for visitors? Ignis.
You're the one defending Sunry now, huh? Well, the hotel's open for you. And I guess I gotta answer any questions you want too.
You gotta. Tell me what you know. Tell me what you saw the night of the murder.
The Sith woman, Elasa, rented a room in the hotel. An hour or two later, Sunry comes in and goes to her room. Couple hours later, I hear a blaster shot and see Sunry running. He can't run good because he's a cripple. but he still was going pretty fast. I would swear he started after the shot, though.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure he left after the shot went off.
Could it have gone off after he left?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's possible, just barely. But I wouldn't say that to the court.
You could testify it happened after he left.
No. No way I'm lying to the court just because you want to get your Republic buddy off or whatever. I have no interest in going to prison.
No, that's fair, that's fair.
What do you want to know?
I didn't think he was going to lie about it. Just be like, well, I thought he was going to say that I'm not sure if the blaster went off before or after. What do you know about Sunry and Elasa?
Elasa used to rent rooms here every week or so. Then Sunry would come by a couple hours later and stay all night.
Really?
It doesn't take a genius to figure out what was going on.
So they were having an affair? Tell me what you saw the night... No. Who are the witnesses in the hotel?
There were only 2 other people in the hotel when it happened. One was a Rhodian named Glupor. Seems like a really dirty, shifty type. Normally I don't let his kind in here. I'm a reputable businessman, you know. But there weren't many people here, so I decided to take a chance. The other is a regular named Feareth Me. He's a Pazak player. Probably an addict, but he claims he's big in some circles. Don't know anything about him other than that. Anything else you want to know?
No.
Well, okay. If you need anything else, I'm gonna be right here.
Excuse me? Well, I can't go in there. There's me.
You with the cell, Kath? You here to see me about the murder, too? I told the damn fish everything I knew. What more do you all want from me?
What do you know about Sunry and Elasa?
Sunry, I only heard of once or twice in passing. Some sort of old-time war hero against the Sith. Seen him around in the hotel, too. Going to Elasa's room always, of course. Kept the rest of the building up half the night with their damn antics, usually.
That's funny. You mean Sunry was having a relationship with Elasa?
I'm not saying anything like that. What they did in that room, in private, is their business. And there isn't any rule against Sith and Republic seeing each other for personal reasons. Although if you think her Sith Master didn't know, you must be fooling yourself.
Sith Master?
Oh, well, Elasa was a Sith, so of course she'd have to have someone above her. Yeah, I didn't see anything.
What did you see?
I didn't see anything, and there's no way you can make me say otherwise. Now quit asking.
Maybe if I toss in 100 credits?
100 credits isn't enough for the kind of trouble I'd be having if I told you. Sorry, you're going to have to look somewhere else.
Okay, I'll ask someone else. So what did you see the night of the murder?
I was in my room, minding my own business with the latest copy of Pazak Weekly, checking out the listings for the big tournament that's going to be held here soon, when I heard a blaster shot. Being still alive, and therefore smart enough not to stick my head out immediately, I didn't go out right away. I looked out after a minute and saw Glupor in the hall by Elasa's room, and Sunry running like the wind. You can't tell me that someone who was running like that, and he was pretty fast for a cripple, isn't guilty.
Okay.
Yes, well, I'll be right here. Not like they're letting me go anywhere else.
That's fair. You don't mind if I look around for evidence? Yeah, I'm taking back the... Oh, no, I didn't give him credits. Well, I'm taking 100 credits because you gave me nothing. Oh, pass to left. Ugh, Jesus Christ.
And you need?
To move out of my fucking way. Let's go here first. Oh, here he is. You here with the Selkath? You have questions for Glupor? Glupor already say everything he knows. I have questions about the murder of Elasa. Glupor tell everything to Selkath. You not know? Glupor have no reason to say. I have no reason not to say. Glupor tell everything. Everything about murder. Everything about Sith Lady's room. Why were you at the hotel? Glupor is staying at hotel. Glupor not very rich. Hotel much too rich for Glupor to live at. But Glupor is safe for weeks and have enough money to stay here a few days, using Glupor's chance to live better for a while. Okay, what did you see? Glupor not see murder. Oh no. Glupor did see a Republic guy, the cripple. Sunry his name, Glupor thinks. Glupor sees Sunry running away from scene of crime. Glupor not see nothing else. Nothing else at all, especially not in Sith Lady's room. What about Alasta's room? Glupor just curious to see what had happened. Glupor have no reason to go into room. No one paid Glupor to do it. Did someone pay you to do something in that room, Glupor? How did you know someone paid Glupor? Well, Sith man came up to Glupor after murder, before Selkath arrived. He said to give Glupor good money if Glupor put metal in Sith's hand. Glupor good. Glupor plant evidence and leave no trace. But Glupor not recognize Sith men anyway. Glupor not recognize humans very well. No use to Selkath, so not to bother to tell them. Well, that and the Sith say, man, he call Glupor if Glupor speaks up. Glupor think he can't talk anymore right now. Glupor feels the need to lie down. Maybe just stay here. Alright.
What?
What can I do?
Why is it? Oh. She cannot open doors either. Can I change? I can change. Let's take Bastila out and put in T3M4 just to basically open the door. There we go. I like how he was laughing. It's like, this is too easy. Okay, let's see what was in here. A med pack. Lovely. There's literally nothing in here. Is there anything in Glupor's? Did he have a chest? He did not have a chest.
You were the one defending Sunry.
Yep. Yeah,
well,
questions.
Yes?
Let's see if... Oh, no. Let's see if this guy says anything new.
You again.
No.
Yeah?
Alright, never mind.
Sure.
Oh, mysterious man.
You, Jedi. I hear you are investigating the Sunry murder trial, are you not? This case is not at all what it appears to be. Many currents, might I say, flow beneath the surface.
What do you mean?
This murder is much more complicated than it may first appear. Sunry and Elassa are proxies for their governments, and both sides want the other to fail. You can see the journey by the footprints. You understand, yes?
Huh?
Dear. I'm saying they both had something to do with it. They've both kept their hands in this from the start. If you want to get to the bottom of this murder, you might seek information from both the Sith and the Republic, likely in their embassies.
They just gave it to me?
No, of course not. You think state secrets are for sale on the common market? You would have to be devious to get what you want. Heed my advice, Jedi, and you may yet find the truths in this murder.
Okay. Where'd he go? Oh, he just disappeared. Okay. Well, this is a Republic embassy. Roland Wan.
Welcome to Manan. I'm Roland Wan. As the official representative of the Republic Embassy on this planet, I'm here to help all citizens of the Republic should they require aid.
Why are your soldiers loading so much Kolto?
Kolto is a precious resource. Its healing powers are near miraculous. During times of war, Kolto becomes even more valuable. As long as we have the permits, we will continue to harvest Kolto and ship it to our Republic soldiers battling against the Sith. Of course, the Sith enjoy the very same privileges. If there was some way we could gain an edge over the Sith in our Kolto supply, but the Selkath are fiercely protective of their neutrality in this conflict. They do not want to grant either side an advantage.
I'm on a mission from the Jedi Council. Perhaps you can help me with it?
Oh, of course. Of course, I'll do whatever I can. But I'm only a simple diplomatic representative of the Republic. I doubt I can be of any use to the Jedi Council.
I seek a star map, the remnant of an ancient and forgotten race.
An ancient and forgotten race? And you think it may be here on Manan?
You know something?
Well, perhaps. But if you want to get information about that, you'll have to do something for me first.
What do you want me to do?
We were using a submersible reconnaissance droid in the ocean surrounding Ahto City, and it was damaged. It took a data recording of the outside of the city before being driven off by the Faraxan sharks. But while it was returning to the surface, it encountered difficulties and was disabled. Its automatic systems floated it to the surface, but we could not retrieve it in time. The Sith were applying subtle pressure to the Selkath authorities for some reason we've not determined, and were able to delay us long enough that they could retrieve the droid before we did. The droid's data centers are heavily encrypted, so it will take the Sith several days, we believe, to get to its data. It was captured 12 hours ago. It is imperative that we get it back.
Where's the droid?
It's heavily guarded, we're sure, in the Sith embassy here on Manan. Since we have no remaining soldiers to spare, and certainly not our elite ones, we have no one capable of entering the Sith base and retrieving it. That is what we would ask you to do.
And how do I get into the Sith base, exactly?
There are several leads we've been working on to get into the Sith base. Any of them should work for you, although it might be wise to concentrate your efforts on just one. The first method that's possible is to help us interrogate a Sith prisoner we managed to catch after he tried to infiltrate our base. He's being held just inside our enclave. We think he may be able to give us the passcode that the Sith give their informers to enter the base. He has proved most resilient so far.
Okay, interrogating the prisoner sounds good.
Good. It's a logical place to start. But you should also hear about the other options available to you. We managed to pick up a crate of blank Sith data cards, the type they use for passcards. The encryption system to unlock them is very difficult, however. But if you are more skilled than our technicians, you may be able to gain access that way.
Decrypting the passcard sounds good.
Good. It is a very intelligent and skilled individual who can crack the matrices of a Sith encryption system. But there is one last method you should know about in case all other options fail. The Sith have got the Selkath to give them exclusive use of one of the main hangar bays. Visiting Sith masters use this bay to land, then take a speeder over the water to an external entrance to the Sith enclave. The luckless spy we mentioned earlier had a passcard to that hangar on him. While it is surely well guarded, it may prove to be the most direct route. Here's the card. The Sith base itself is very heavily guarded. If they became aware of your presence, I fear you would be quickly outnumbered and killed. Here is a pass card to get you inside our facility. You should find all you need to get started in there. You can choose whichever of the methods you want, as long as you get in the base and get the data recording back. Which method do you think you would like to try first?
I'll interrogate the prisoner.
Good call. Just make sure you don't push him too hard or we might lose him. I wish you luck in your task. Should you retrieve the data recording from the droid, return it here to me, and we can see about getting you that information.
Okay. He said it's just inside here, right? Ooh, this is one of the guys we need to kill. Alright, let's save this here. I really hope I don't get dark side points. I mean, you know what? Ultimately, it doesn't even really matter because we're so light side. A few dark side points is not really going to hinder us that much. And we're so high up and we got, like, the rest of the game to stay on the good side, you know? Okay, select computer. Reprogram the cage to kill the prisoner. Prisoner termination sequence set to engage in 10 seconds. Well, I got dark side points. I wish it would tell you how much dark side points it gave you. Again, we're so high up, it doesn't even really matter. Even if we are gray, like closer to gray, it's fine because the dark side attacks, force attacks, will be cheaper. The only thing we're really using from the light side in terms of force powers is the healing and the force valor, and the speed. Okay. Talk to this guy.
So, you're the one Roland has got to help us interrogate this prisoner. I hope your Jedi powers will come in useful. This one has been most resistant. He's a Sith spy we picked up a little while ago, snooping around outside trying to get in. We thought he was suspicious and brought him inside when the Selkath weren't looking. But it seems the Sith have done a pretty good job of conditioning this guy, and we haven't been able to break him yet.
What did they do to him?
The Sith protect their really important spies with some sort of mental force feedback system. They can turn their minds in on themselves, so force compulsions won't affect them. Combine this with conventional training to resist interrogation, and sometimes it takes months to get them to tell what they know. Do you want to interrogate him now?
Sure.
Well, the training the Sith gave him will protect him from most normal interrogation techniques, and also from force persuasion. We have found a few hooks you might find useful. He was with another man when he was first spotted. We think it was another spy, but we didn't manage to catch him. We also seized some personal documents he had on him when he was captured. It would seem that he's married to a woman named Tila. We checked this in our computers, and it seems to hold up. We've sent a couple of agents to investigate, but it may be a while.
What do I have to work with?
What we have here is your standard issue truth serum. It should make him spill his guts in no time. But there is a catch.
A catch? There's always a catch.
Because of his conditioning, he's able to resist it at small doses. But if you give him too much, his body realizes what you're trying to do and shuts his mind down completely. If you do that, you'll have to inject him with an antidote that neutralizes the truth serum. Unfortunately, that too has a drawback.
I detect a pattern here.
It causes short-term memory loss. This may work to your advantage because you can try the same tactic over and over again. But if you use it too much, he may forget everything we want to know. Shall we get it started then?
Not right now.
No problem. He's not going anywhere for a long time.
Okay, I'm just gonna save it now just because I don't want to have to hear that shit all over again.
You're back. Do you want to interrogate the prisoner?
Yes.
Let's get it started then.
Prisoner looks dazed. He's been injected with a dose of truth serum by the Republic officer. It's up to you to try to persuade him to talk with you now. Interrogate him.
What do you want?
Relax, I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not. You lies. You work for the Republic.
If you talk, we can make it worth your while.
You think me weak enough to give in to false promises of wealth and riches? The Sith are stronger than that. We will have it all eventually anyway.
We're the only ones who will take you in now.
The Sith will never trust you again, spy. We're the only place you have left. Tell us what we want to know.
Never. I am Sith. I will never betray them. Your Republic is weak, and will soon fall at any rate.
I don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
There's nothing you can do to me, Jedi, that the Sith wouldn't do worse. I'm not afraid of you.
Okay, let's try something else.
What do you want?
Maybe we should do something about Tila.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
Talk or something may happen to her.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
We have her already. She may be spared if you talk.
No, please don't hurt her. Please.
We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
No, never.
Damn, He blanked out.
Inject him with the neutralizing agent and start all over with a new dose of truth serum. Okay, interrogate.
What do you want?
So, Tila. This was the way to go.
Tila? How did you find out about her?
Talk.
No, please.
We have her.
Ha! You couldn't.
We can make life easy for both of you here in the Republic.
Yes. It could be so much easier.
Let's try something else.
What do you want?
We know about your companion.
What companion?
If you don't tell us, he'll suffer.
Nothing you could do to us would make us talk.
Nah. I'm not here to threaten you.
You're not.
If you could talk, we'd make it worth your while.
You think...
Don't want to hurt you.
There's nothing.
We're the only ones.
The Sith will
never.
Companion. We don't really need you. Your companion will tell us what we need to know anyway.
The gutless Sith worm is already starting to crack. We'll have what we need within hours.
No, never.
Damn, he blanked out.
Alright, let's start over. Tila. Talk.
No.
We already have her.
No.
Can make life easy.
Yes.
Let's try something else. Companion.
What?
We don't really need you.
Gutless Sith.
No. Perhaps we would give you back to the Sith, but keep him.
Of course, they would never believe we let you go so easily, but they would all too happily believe you betrayed them.
The Sith are not that easy to fool. We would see through your petty deceptions and destroy you for the way you try to humiliate us.
If you don't tell us, you will suffer.
Nothing you could...
Not here to threaten you. We're the only ones who could take you in.
The Sith will never...
Never.
Don't want to hurt you unless you make me.
You think...
I don't know if our thing's high enough. Interrogate him. Tila. Talk.
Do whatever you want. No. Yes.
I think we need, like, a bunch of successes.
The gutless...
No.
Of course. Damn.
I don't really know how to do this.
No. Do whatever you... You think bribes will work? What?
The gut...
No.
Of course, they...
All right.
What's the passcode?
Oh,
to the
that
Sith
worked.
base?
Shit.
It's Zeta 245-698 Alpha. Just no more.
Good. With this pass, you should be able to get into the Sith base without trouble. Just don't delay too long, or they might learn that he's been captured.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cycle through his thing. I didn't really know how this was going to work. Public security clearance is required to enter. Alright. What's in here? Computer room.
So you're the one who's gonna try to get into the Sith base, eh? Huh. Good luck, you're gonna need it. This is our main computer room here. We got the box of pass cards we got from the Sith, but we haven't been able to break their encryption yet. We have been able to decode the numeric system they use, but there are holes in our terminal sequence patterns.
Terminal sequences?
The strings of numbers that end the code sequences. If we could complete those strings, we would have the key to their encryption system. The encryption system is composed of 6 matrices. Each is based on a mathematical method. The holes we're missing are the final number in each of the strings. Most are simple, but the final 2 matrices seem to be much more difficult. Well, the second last matrix has a pattern looping back on itself, or something. And the last is divided into smaller subparts. Maybe the pattern for that is within each part. But I have to admit, all this is a bit over my head. I haven't even been able to slice past the first matrix, and I've been at this for hours. I've ruined a dozen cards already. But the good thing is we have a whole box of them, so you don't have to worry about running out anytime soon. Since Roland said you were cleared, you can use the computer freely. I'll be here if you have any questions.
So did you get all that? Because there is going to be a quiz. So I know we don't need to do this, but I figure we can get a little bit more XP. System boot status pending. Okay, so decrypt the Sith passcard. Okay, so it's a bunch of sequences. Okay, so this seems pretty straightforward. 1 plus 1 is 2, 2 plus 2 is 4, 4 plus 3 is 7, 7 plus 4 is 11, 11 plus 5 is 16, 16 plus 6 is 22. Terminating additive matrix. Okay, so yeah, it's just following patterns. So this one's -3, -2, -1. Oh, then it's plus. So 18 is the next one. 1, 2, 4, 8, 16, 32. So it's all times 2. So this will be 64. So the matrices, I guess, is just the different levels. So we're on matrices 5 right now. So 128, 64, 32, 16, 8. So this is dividing by 2. So this will be 2. And the last one. 1, okay, so 32, 81, 64, 25. Oh my god. So it's plus 31 plus, what is that? 40, no, 39? No, 49. So 31, 49. Sorry, let me just write this down. So first one is plus 31 plus 49 minus, what would that be? Is that 17? Minus 17, 64 minus 25 would be 39. Yeah, these just seem random. I mean, I could just randomly press the buttons until I get it, but I don't want to. I want to figure this out. Let me just use the calculator on my phone. So 32 minus 1 is 31, obviously. And then 81 minus 32 is 49, so I was right. 81 minus 64 is 17. And 64 minus 25 is 39. So I've been right. So maybe it's fractions. Because 32 multiplied by 2.5, 32 multiplied by 2.5 is 80. How about 2.6 is 83? So let's say 2.5. And 81 divided by 64 is 1.26. And then 64 divided by 25 is 2.5. Is kind of the same, really. Oh, 2.5. So let's see. 25 divided by 1.26. No. So 25 divided by 1.26 is 19.8, which none of these are. Let's try 2.5. Is 10. Let's try 2.6 is 9. You know what? Let's, again, I'm just guessing. Let's try 9. Terminating exponential matrix. Oh, there was one more. I guess that was right. That was the right answer. So 1, 0, minus 83 minus 32. 5 minus 128. What? So these are sequence pairs. 1, 0, 8, 3, 32, 5. So what's 8 divided by 3 is 2.6. 32 divided by 5 is 6.4. 6.4 divided by 2.6, 2.46. No, so that means we fucked up somewhere else. Okay, fuck it. Anyways, we spent enough time on this. Sorry for wasting your time, guys. So before we can even do the trial, we gotta go into the Sith base. Alright, so we made it back to the Sith base. And I think that will do it for this episode. Next time we'll go into the Sith base. I'm assuming this is the right way. I don't know if they're just gonna let us in through the front door. We may have to go through a back way, but we'll figure it out next time. Certainly a lot more side quests in this area in Manan than there was on Kashyyyk. I can say that much. I like the story more here. You know, the murder mystery, the rivalry between the Republic and the Sith, interrogating people, even though it's kind of an evil thing to do, somewhat. What was an evil thing to do is getting this bounty quest, the bounty hunter quest, and killing one person already. We'll have to go back to Dantooine, the Jedi planet, and talk to, figure out where that other guy was, and then come back here and all that shit. But we are the sector champion of the Swoop races, so that's definitely a plus. And we'll see if next time we can, you know, have the Sith running for the hills, killing their people, as you do as a Republic officer. Even though we're not a Republic officer, we're a Jedi, just as a Jedi would do. You know. Hope you guys are enjoying the playthrough. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.